My name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and I hope this one doesn't go out. This is my son Mark and Scott and myself years ago. And I'm showing this because I wrote about mind control murders, and this done in patterns. The only way you can prove it, actually, it's invisible mind control is. This was done later. Obviously, it's Tucson, Arizona, Gabby Gifford, and she was a Congress woman. She was married to Mark and Scott Kelly, twins, and that was the Tucson, Arizona murders. Now, I ran for Congress and was flown to Larry Flint's in '83 when one of the doctors I wrote about plane went down, the Soviet plane. I think I'm tell about Pierce Brosnan here. 007 on here this morning, too. But anyway, I'm going to put this down. This is my father, the real King Edward VIII. 99-year seal put on him. A lie, total lie about him. By his own brother helped the New World Order do this. I'm looking at Pierce Brosnan here. This is George, and this is Roosevelt, 39. You can guess they're planning my kidnapping. Roosevelt had appointed Joseph Kennedy, which is JFK's father, as ambassador, and so the New World Order actually took down my father illegally. It was a total lie. He was married to my mom, and they hijacked the monarchy. So today on Good Morning America, they have had Pippa on there. Now they got Pierce Brosnan on there, who was a former 007, and they've got, which I wanted to get to now, before this goes off, is the reason I was back on here. One of the things over the years I've told about, other than the mind control murders, lists of them, and it's been ongoing, the Virginia Tech next door to me here at Blacksburg was one of them, the 33 killed. But there's a whole, if you want to use the word slew, and there's nothing funny about it. It's nothing funny about the daily crimes, criminal things that have been done against me, and I don't even know where my sons are, Mark and Scott. And yes, I want back what's mine. I want people to pay for the crimes like anyone does. And my mom and dad are deceased, so nobody seemed concerned about giving my father just history and tell what really happened to him and to take down the British Empire using my father and my kidnapping. It allowed military bases to be put all over British territory. The Americans did, and their illegal treaties signed by George VI, illegal George, and then Elizabeth, of course. That whole lineage is illegal. Now, I wanted to get back to this morning. They've got, also other than Pippa being on there, Miss Delaware. She was running in the Miss America pageant, and there's an age dispute, so they took her crown away. Now, I wanted to show you because of an age discrepancy. They're saying she's too old. That was supposedly one of the rules on there, an age, and she was a little too old. So the crown's taken away due to age controversy and given to someone else. So she wants it back. And, I mean, all the sympathy goes to her, and I've been telling all this since I found out. Other than doing the book, and I had antifreeze put in me, which was just one of the things on April Fool Day of '80 the Americans did to me. But, and Elizabeth's busy using my money and taking down Great Britain, and she's illegal. Here's the twins' birth certificates, which I've shown everywhere. You talk about age discrepancy in the crown and all this. When I got this, I have to use that name of Peggy. Lina was the mother that killed. This is Lawrence County, Alabama, Moulton. This is when the state of Alabama gave me the birth certificate for Peggy that I have to use. They mark through the month and inserted January and left the 7th, and they left the 38, the year 38. January 7th of 39 is the year that I always used, was told and used growing up, all through school and everything I've signed. because I had to use that name till I found out in '83 my real name, Victoria the Second, and I can't use that till I get my name reinstated, I hope. But anyway, on the Carl, the twin, I got his too, birth certificate. Now they deliberately just run through the month and inserted over the top of it January the 7th. It looks like the 7th, and they've over the 38 they put 39 here. This is Lina, and this is Carl's birth certificate. This certificate's been redone. That's a total lie. First of all, there was no doctor there. That's true. But they've redone the death certificate for Carl, and Peggy was fed to the pigs, plain and simple. And they brought me in there at Cortland Air Base, and this is Proctor. I've written everybody, back in Alabama, the media, nobody will touch it. Because of who kidnapped me, the New World Order, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and the lies and the criminal acts done against me and my sons here wouldn't look too good if it was told the world. Now then, I guess that's about all I was going to say. I did want to mention that I've told, and when I had no money, I've starved, lived on the Appalachian Trail, and rather than people liking me, they've hated my guts, killed a messenger. It would shock the world if they saw what had been done to one human being whose crime was just being born. If that's a crime, that was my crime. I told about things. Now, I wanted to mention that Cobb County, Marietta, is where I lived for so long, and I did the book. MD License to Kill, and it was about mind control and how you can modify behavior. And the people that it's used on that are programmed are totally unaware. You can program them to go out and kill, shoot, one person, two, commit crimes. They don't even, it's not their intent, it's someone else's intent. The group or agency giving the mind control commands. So the wrong person pays for the crime. And it's being done in mass now. So I wanted to get to the Cobb County, though. That's where so much was done to me when I was doing the book and before, and to my sons. But this one about Tuscaloosa, Alabama, by the way, mind control has nothing to do with mental illness. And in all these mind control murders that are done in patterns and can be proven, the odd thing is the media itself over the years won't tell anything about me, but the ones that they headline are the mind control murders. I'm sure all kinds of natural deaths happen, and people shoot not under somebody else, and they're not under mind control to do it. But the ones they have put up is almost like deliberate over the years. But the one in Tuscaloosa, where the young 22-year-old son was buried just yesterday, I believe, his name is, his father's name is Justin Ross Harris, and he's in Cobb County, Marietta jail, charged with murder. And I wanted to get back in case this sounds, and it's going to go off, so I might as well quit here and not try to put anything else on. Anyway, the father didn't kill his son. He's under mind control. And this is one of them that can certainly be proven, too. You just make the father forget that he's in the back seat. It's plain and simple. If you told about mind control and you have to get the press and get it into court, and I can't get an attorney. You could follow through and see that it's mind control, and then you can see how it's done in patterns. So that's all I can say. You can go to Google or Facebook, and thank God for Facebook and YouTube and the social media, because I had no outlet until then, and somebody gave me this phone. I hope he's a friend. About a year ago, and Facebook, I had my phone 2 years ago. I could put things on Facebook, So if it wasn't for the social media and the British and the Germans, and some Americans have tried, most of the Americans find it a joke, and they want me dead. Unlike Pippa, that they run middle